Charles Hamilton Houston. If you haven't heard his name, please look him up today. My dad graduated #1 in his class from the Howard University School of Law. And as I said, Mr. Houston mentored him throughout, even taking him on summer breaks, taking him down south to help him prepare for cases. This meant a lot to my dad, that Mr. Houston took that time out to do that. In 1935, just 2 years out of law school, and in fact, he and Mr. Houston were co-counsel in a case, Murray versus Pearson. Mr. Donald Murray was a young African-American who also had applied to the University of Maryland Law School and was turned down because of the color of his skin. Mr. Houston and my father won that case. And the Maryland courts ordered the University of Maryland to admit Mr. Murray. As my father said, one day he would make them pay. And he did. My father went on to be lead counsel in Brown versus Board of Education, a 1954 landmark Supreme Court decision that integrated our public schools and also opened up so many doors of opportunity in every walk of life. Now you need to know that when my father argued cases during the Civil Rights Movement, it was a very dangerous occupation to be a civil rights lawyer. He often talked about times when he would go to a southern town and would literally get told that he better be out of town before dark. A lynch mob took my father out of his car once, and they took him to the river. And my dad told me how he saw the rope waiting for him, and the people gathered. But luckily, a large contingent of my dad's friends and supporters that were there showed up, and the lynch mob got cold feet and let him go. Dangerous times. But you know, over the years, my father would often get accolades about what he had accomplished, particularly the Brown versus Board of Education case. He didn't like those kind of events. He would rarely take credit for anything that he had done. But when we were able to trick him into going to an event, he would always first thank Charles Hamilton Houston, his mentor. Charles Hamilton Houston, he was the architect of Brown versus Board of Education, and unfortunately, he passed away at an early age before that case made it to the Supreme Court. My father would talk about his legal team. More names, and if you haven't heard of these people, please look them up today. Jack Greenberg, Constance Baker Motley, Oliver Hill, who was #2 in my dad's law school class, Spotswood Robinson. He would give them the credit. James Neighbors. But it would always come down to my dad would say, but really, the group most deserving of credit are people he called the unsung heroes. You know, as I rode the train here from Washington, D.C., I remembered about all the times my dad would talk to me about getting on a train from the NAACP office here in New York, riding the train down south to argue a case. And he would get out of town before dark. He often worried if he'd make it back to New York. But what he would tell me about was when he would get on that train, headed back to New York, he would look out the window at the people there, those who had signed the petitions to have their cases in court, those who he was leaving behind, those whose cases he had argued. He worried about them as a result of them signing those petitions and having their cases in court, having their day in court. He worried about them and what would happen. Those who, by signing those petitions and standing up, risked their jobs, their homes, and many times they risked their lives. My dad always said those are the real heroes of the civil rights movements. Those are the people upon whose shoulders you are standing. You owe it to them to succeed. You owe it to your parents and to your families to succeed. But most importantly, you owe it to yourselves to succeed. You've got to stay focused. Let me tell one quick story. As was mentioned, when I was with the state police, I was on the motorcycle squad. Again, I'm going to show my age here a little bit, but I grew up during the days of chips. For those of you that know about chips, I fashioned myself as a modern day punch. But you couldn't just get on the motorcycle squad with the state police. You had to go through a basic training. And that was the toughest 2 weeks of training I've ever been through. And yes, guess what? I got my motorcycle. And better yet, I didn't have to pay for it. But I went through that training, and as I said, it was the most grueling, demanding training I've ever been through. Now I'm a little bit hard-headed, and I think I know where I get that from. I was having problems. You know, the first day you go there, you got these perfectly good motorcycles, and you spend the whole morning pushing these motorcycles around. I said, why in the world are we pushing them when we got an engine? But that was all part of the training. And then that afternoon, they started taking us through these, they call precision courses, marked with cones. And we have to go very slowly to get through these courses. You can hardly walk through these courses, much less ride a motorcycle. I'm still a proud record holder of having dropped the motorcycle the most times in one day of training, 39 times. And let me tell you, that 800-pound bike is heavier and heavier every time you have to pick it up. But I was having trouble getting through those courses. I wasn't listening to the instructor. Whether we were doing the slow courses or out on the interstate doing the high-speed courses, chasing each other around cloverleaf ramps, I just wasn't getting it. Then eventually I did, after going over a few guardrails, dropping the bike. Because the message from the instructor was always the same. My friend Rock Gill was here. He's a motorcycle rider. He knows what I'm talking about. In motorcycle riding, the number one rule is look where you want to go. And you know what? It works. When you're going into a curve, you don't look where you are. You look where you want to go. In those courses, you don't look where you are. You look to where you want to end up on that turn in that course. And guess what? It works. When you look where you want to go, that's where that motorcycle takes you. The reason I tell you that, it's all about staying focused. You need to set your goal and never lose sight of it. Keep your goal in mind, and your life will take you to where you want to go. But you've got to stay focused in order to get there. Now back for a minute to Thurgood Marshall 101. I think Justice Sandra Day O'Connor said it best in describing my father and his impact on the Supreme Court and his impact on our nation. She said the following about my father. His was the eye of the lawyer who saw the deepest wounds in the social fabric and used the law to heal them. His was the ear of a counselor who understood the vulnerabilities of the accused and established safeguards for their protection. His was the mouth of a man who knew the anguish of the silence and gave them a voice. No one could avoid being touched by his soul. Using Justice O'Connor's words as a template, permit me to say to you what I think my father would say to you. Keeping in mind Justice O'Connor's words, I think he would say the following. Yours are the eyes of students who see in front of you the doors of opportunity to change our world. Use your education to open those doors. Yours are the ears of scholars who often hear that much is expected of you. Succeeding is not enough. You must excel. Yours are the mouths of a new generation of leaders who understand that your voices are important. Speak up and speak out. And I think my father would also repeat his words that he gave during a commencement speech, a college graduation speech. He said the following: each of you as an individual must pick your own goals. Listen to others, but do not become a blind follower. Do not wait for others to move out. Move out yourself. When you see wrong, injustice, or inequality, speak out. For this is your country. This is your democracy. Make it, protect it, pass it on. So to you, scholars, I say from here that I know my dad is very proud of what you have already accomplished. I know that he's looking down on you this morning, with a smile on his face, and with pride and warmth in his heart. Because you, scholars,